ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm, where today we're going to be stacking bales, harvesting canola and ploughing, well, dirt. We are 6,000 euros in debt at the moment. The canola harvest is going to more than fix that, to be honest. But we do need to get quite a few sheep, as I mentioned in the last episode. I'm going to have to actually do that tomorrow at some point. I will be recording tomorrow. I've decided I'm going to just do 2 episodes today, that previous episode and this one, and then tomorrow I'll do another couple, probably. But we are going to try and get the bales stacked up today, and the harvest finished. And tomorrow we're going to be selling the canola and probably hoping the ploughing is done by the time we're finished selling the canola. I just want to check how much canola do we have in storage right now. 58,000 litres, that is amazing. That's going to be about 58,000 euros in sales. I'm going to expect about 60 to 70,000 total from canola. And that's a kind of a conservative estimate. I think we'll get more than that, but I can't be sure. So I'm going to continue stacking bales onto the trailer for some reason. And you'll see the trailer's moved since I parked it up, and that's because the lock script is terrible. And the Giants one does the same thing, which is infuriating. I'm really hoping that somebody comes out with a good lock script for trailers in the very near future, because the default one, even the one that's on this trailer, not the greatest. One of the T6s is yep. Which T6 is it? Oh, you've backed in. Well done, Courseplay! Or Crazy Pete, as OEB calls it. Well done, you fixed the problem yourself. The trailer's moving because, well, the lock scripts are done. I want a good one. If somebody can come out with a good lock script, I will love you forever. Or at least for like a week, until I find a problem with that one. I really think I'm coming down on something that's gonna drop my voice out in the very near future, which it could just be that it's a dry day, I suppose. It's not very. I don't think it's very humid today. There's not supposed to be any rain. If I look out my window, which is behind me, it is pretty blue skies, bit of cloud. I've gone and got this bale stuck on the forks now, haven't I? It's pretty nice outside. It was perfect blue skies earlier on today. Right now, honestly, the game reflects what the weather's like outside. I think the temperature in the game is wrong, because it's about 2 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. If you use Fahrenheit, you're using this silly magic numbers. Essentially, I don't understand Fahrenheit. What? 40 Fahrenheit is freezing, and something like 150 Fahrenheit is, no, like 200 Fahrenheit is the boiling point of water. I much prefer Celsius, where it's essentially the percentage of distance between freezing and boiling of water. At 0 Celsius, water is ice. At 100 Celsius, water is steam, or boiling. At 1000 Celsius, steam is really, really, really hot. There we go. Yep, that's legit how farmers do that. The bale is stuck on the other bale. Let's just mash them with the bale forks. That's exactly how real farmers do that. I promise you. That's how real farmers do it, and don't question me. I have an uncle who farms, and another one who doesn't understand what different cows are, despite being a cow farmer. Yeah. Nobody said all farmers knew everything about farming, and some know nothing, even about the farms they're running, or the kind of farms they claim to be running. Just for example, my uncle, who does know what he's doing, has about 4 different kinds of cows on his farm. He runs a suckling farm, by the way, so he calves. He basically, his product is calves, and the calves go to beef farms and dairy farms and whatnot. And my other uncle, I have no idea what kind of farm he's running, but he doesn't know the difference between a Frisian cow, which is milk cows, and a Limousin cow, which they're usually brown or black. But he genuinely couldn't identify a Frisian cow, which is the most common kind of cow in Ireland. So yes, sometimes farmers really just don't know what's going on. And that's not a generalization against all farmers, it's just the specific ones who couldn't be bothered educating themselves on what the hell they're trying to do. Because I know most farmers, and this is a generalization, most farmers care enough to actually learn what they want to do. Some don't give a damn because it's easy money for them, and it's the ones that don't give a damn to give the good farmers a bad name. I know that much. It's the ones that have no education that give educated farmers a bad name. As my uncle, who does know what he's doing, is very highly educated. He actually has a degree in farm management. And I believe, unless he's changed his mind, his ideal tractor to get, and he does want one so badly, is a JCB fast track, because you know he lives in the 90s, and back in the 90s, the JCB fast track was the tractor to have. And I know this because I went to school with a load of farmers, and each and every one of them wanted a JCB fast track. Of course, during is it September, the National Ploughing Championships here? It's usually September, I believe. It is, in fact. The school was practically empty for a week because the National Ploughing Championships are on, and that's something that pretty much every farmer in Ireland goes to. There was something like 100,000 there per day last year. Which is insane. It's the largest farming show, one of the largest in the world. It's actually bigger as a ploughing championships than the World Ploughing Championship. The world's biggest ploughing championship, I know that. I think it's one of the biggest farming shows in the world as well, just as a result of pretty much all of Ireland going to it, because it is a national institution. But I'm sure there are shows in America that, you know, are bigger, if only in terms of scale. I don't know if foot traffic is as big anywhere else in the world. I haven't bothered checking, so I could be horribly wrong and be making claims that are just unfounded, which would be nothing new. There we go, that's the bottom row done. So now we'll go up and get the top row. We're 10 minutes into the video and very little to show for it. How's Courseplay doing? T6 is going well, TC5 is going well as well. Awesome. And only one derp so far. We're at derp factor 1, which isn't actually bad at all. I'm just going to take my hands off the keyboard and resituate myself in my seat, because I was getting a bit uncomfortable. And I'm now going to have to move my pop filter as a result. There we go. So, I don't know if I said it, but I was playing Star Trek Online for a while, and then they had a special birthday event for themselves to celebrate the 5th birthday of the game. And yeah, I think I may have crashed Farm Sim. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. There we go. They had a 5th birthday event, which clicked outside the screen. Thank God. Damn it. Which kind of had, from what I could see, no planning, no quality, no QA, no testing, nothing done to it, and was completely broken. So it actually infuriated me so much. I spent about an hour trying to do one thing. It infuriated me so much that I just uninstalled the game. If you're thinking about playing any online game, any MMO, don't go near Star Trek Online. Seriously, it's that bad. It's just... No. The servers are bad enough. If you're not lagging, you've got godlike internet, essentially. There are some good mechanics, but most of them are honestly quite bad. But most of the mechanics are good. I mean, it's Star Trek. It's, you know, it's very easy to think up things to do because, hey, phasers, hey, you know, Borg and Klingons. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind doing that. You know, I don't mind getting to that. The issue is when the servers don't work, and when all the servers are taken offline for 3 hours every week for maintenance. For reference, most MMOs take the servers down maybe once a month for about 20 minutes to at most an hour, because servers do need to be rebooted, and they need to be rebooted about once a month. I can deal with that. I can deal with that perfectly fine. But Star Trek Online did it weekly, because apparently they only ever had one server. And that's where the problems really began with the game. A friend of mine that I was playing with, and I'm not going to name names, he managed, well, we both did a mission objective because we were playing as a team, and normally the game will only let one of the team do something. However, courtesy of lag, we both managed to do the same thing at the same time, to do a mission objective, at which point the game kicked him out and refused to let him back in, so he had to make his way into the back end of things and fix it. Hint, hint, hint. But yeah, customer support as well was nearly non-existent. I had an issue where a ship had randomly disappeared on me, and I was told, well, you're a fucking moron, essentially. Oops, language. Well, that's the thing that's going to be in the video now. I try to avoid language, but I was essentially told, well, you're a moron, deal with it yourself. That's not customer support. That's actually the complete lack of customer support. That's something they need to learn, and something that I hope I won't be accused of ever. Language is... I do apologize for the French, but it kind of slipped out. I do try and avoid swearing, but that slipped out before I could even say no. No, stop it. Stop it, brain. Stop making me say naughty words. You're a naughty brain. Oh well. I'm gonna stack the bales with the cows off camera, I believe. Possibly on camera, actually, because I got nothing to do for the next episode. I don't know. I'm gonna stack them for the cows sometime in the future. I don't really need any more bales for the time being, so I think I'm just gonna leave them on the trailer for now. And no, I can't because it's gonna rain in 2 days in game. I'm gonna have to stack them because rain will affect the quality of the bale and the moisture content of the bale, and I don't know what happens. In fact, I'm gonna leave one bale out in the rain when it rains in 2 days in game, just to see what happens. Because I'm curious. And I'm gonna leave the test bale, which is going to be this one, I've decided. I'm gonna leave the test bale right here. That's our test bale to see what happens when it rains with bale extension in. I know it's like €1,000 I'm losing by doing that, but So what I'm going to do now is, there's still 4 minutes left of the episode. I suppose I'm going to be stacking some bales again. Whoops. There's 4 minutes left, and I've got nothing really left to do, so I'm gonna bring you guys down to the cows and stack some bales down there, I suppose. If you guys watched their Tibbers, you will know, I've just remembered this myself, you will know that he had farmed some LP out yesterday for me on Saturday. It was very short, and he aired his grievances with the game. And if you watch me regularly, you'll know that I have my fair share of grievances as well, and I completely stand by him on what he said. While I haven't experienced the same problems, I haven't been doing much, if any, logging. And that's actually part of the reason I want to try it, is to see if the game is really as bad as he's been experiencing. You'd have noticed that I'm intentionally sticking to doing the same things. Partially that's because, well, there are things I can do. Partially it's because I don't want to try new things, because I don't trust the game. I mean, whoops. That's the thing that shouldn't have happened. Is that bale floating slightly over the road? But when you don't want to try new things in a game, there's an issue with the game. There's a major problem with the game, and I've heard through their Tibbers, in yesterday's video in fact, that the crasher I want to get, that's got problems. That's got major problems. I don't know if I want to buy it now. I honestly don't. Part of the reason I wanted to stay to Bjornholm and Westbridge Hills, particularly Bjornholm, was because this is Giant's new baby. This is their this is the new map, so it's going to be the one that gets the most attention. Not just from me, or for me, but, you know, from them. And that's the same reason their Tibbers used Bjornholm. And if he's having that many problems on Bjornholm, which is supposed to be their flagship map, well, why should anyone play the game? And that's another thing I hate, is bales getting stuck. I'm just gonna leave the damn bale there. Fix your damn game, Giants. Come on. Come on. For fuck's sake. Oh, these bale physics, they're better than 2013, but they do still leave quite a lot to be desired. Stability problems are another issue. I mean, the graphics. Let's face it, the graphics aren't great. The maps are really small. And quite frankly, my computer can deal with much more graphically intense games than Farm Sim, with very few problems. Farm Sim's really badly optimized, and I think the issue is Giants want to, Giants' insistence on bringing it to Xbox and PlayStation. Really, I think that's the problem with the game, is they've optimized the game for PlayStation and Xbox and completely forgotten that, hey, your main market is PC. Most people want the game to mod it. You're ignoring them because you want console gamers to play instead. And I'm gonna be honest here. If in 2 months' time, when various announcements are made by me and the people that I'm working with on the project, I'm keeping a badly kept secret, but a secret. If by the time those announcements are made, Giants hasn't fixed the game, I'm gonna find a new game to play. I'm gonna just stop Farm Sim. I love the game. I love the idea of the game. And I love FS 2013. I might even switch back to that. But from what I've seen, Giants aren't working on this game. They're working on the Xbox version and the PlayStation version, because the consoles and the console gamers want their version of the game. With Giants, you have actual people who have bought the game on PC waiting for it to be fixed. Why are you catering to people who might not even give you the money in the first place? I mean, they all say, oh, we want Farm Sim 15. That's great. That's perfectly fine. What are you gonna do if PC gamers say, hey, we're sick of this nonsense, we're not buying your stuff anymore, Giants. You can go to the console crowd for all we care. And I'm really close to that point myself. I'm really close to just saying, hey, if Giants don't want to cater to the PC crowd, which by the way was the original market with Farm Sim 13 was the first one to go out on consoles. If Giants want console gamers that badly, they can have them. But they won't have, they'll be losing a customer. They'll be losing me. They'll be losing somebody who's more than willing to give them free advertising on YouTube. And don't get me started on Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo, what are you doing? You have no idea how the modern world works, do you? You're stuck in the 1980s. Anyway, I'm going to finish up the harvest off screen, by the looks of things. And when I come back in the next episode, we'll be selling the canola. And hopefully not bitching about Giants anymore. Or swearing. Gonna go cross country, it's quicker. As I was saying before the lag hit, as I was saying before the two lag, as a as I was saying, before the game completely crapped out and lagged about 5 times in a row to interrupt me. And of course, as I said that, it did it again. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by this game being crap. I'm gonna leave it here, finish the harvest off screen, and when I come back I'll be selling the canola. And oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. If I come back, I'll be selling the canola. And right now it's really looking like a big if. I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming oh, for the love of... Oh, stop this. I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm, where I've been having nothing but problems and I'm getting sick and tired of the game itself. Not the gameplay, the game. And giants, because they don't seem to want to care about their actual customers. Don't seem to QA either. Although the dirt textures are nice. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back next time when the harvest will be finished and I'll hopefully be in a better mood. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.